in stop number 3 and we're back in Copenhagen.
It's an honor to do what you love in front of so many people.
We're at the halfway mark of the season now.
Just keep the momentum going.
Anything can change, so I think this is definitely a super important competition.
The Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series is back in Europe, with Copenhagen hosting the 3rd stop of the season.
I was most excited this season to come back here to Copenhagen. There's so much energy and the city is so alive.
Midsummer here, so the sun is out a very long time.
We're extremely lucky to be surrounded by such positive people this week. And you see them jumping in the water. So many people cliff jumping just on the side, and their boats are out.
It's a lovely vibe here. It's going to be a great party, but things are getting serious now. It's the 3rd competition. There's been ups and downs.
This is where people just start to either climb the leaderboard or drop, so it's going to be tough.
The 2026 season began in Bali, Indonesia, before moving on to St. Petersburg, USA. And now the Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series is back in Europe. From Copenhagen, the tour continues to Mostar in Bosnia and Herzegovina and Polignano a Mare, Italy, before the season finale in Asia, Muscat, Oman.
Hello, I'm Zampa Panisi and we are here in the beautiful Copenhagen for the 3rd stop of the Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series. And right behind me, we have the Opera House with our platforms sticking off, so let's go to the top of the platforms, come on. And then this is the runway. I made it! And this is the rooftop of the Opera House. And this is the beautiful platform. So the scariest part is actually climbing to the women's platform. So I'm gonna go down the ladder. I gotta dry my sweaty hands first. And let's open up the latch. One step at a time. I've got to go around this pole. I'm holding on for dear life. Woo! And here is our beautiful platform. We got the best view of Copenhagen up here. The palace is right across the platforms and the Opera House is right behind us. So I am ready for round 1 and here is how it works.
Each Red Bull Cliff Diving event features 8 permanent and 4 wildcard divers per gender. Athletes perform 4 dives, a required dive, an intermediate dive, and 2 optional dives. These dives vary in difficulty. A panel of 5 judges scores every dive from 0 to 10. The highest and the lowest scores are eliminated, and the remaining 3 are added together. That total is then multiplied by the degree of difficulty to create the dive score. The higher the degree of difficulty, the harder the dive. All 4 dive scores combined for the athlete's final event result at each stop. Series points are rewarded with a bonus point to the best dive of the competition. And at the end of the season, the athlete with the highest total ranking points is crowned the Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series champion, lifting the King Kahikili Trophy.
Hello everybody, I'm Orlando Duque, Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series Sports Director, and these are the 3 things to look out for here at the stop in Denmark. Number one, it is a long way to the platform. The Opera House is like a maze. You go through corridors, you go in 2 different elevators, you finally make it to the roof, and all these times the divers are by themselves, thinking. Maybe some of them are stressing out, some of them are strategizing. That long, lonely way to the platform is gonna play in their minds a little bit. Let's see who's gonna handle it best. Number 2, we're halfway through the season. This is the 3rd stop for the 2026 World Series, and it's the time to make a move. You know, the divers know that they're running out of space now. You know, we have less and less competitions. If you have a good result here, you put yourself in a really good position to fight for the overall title all the way to the end. And number 3, this is the 3rd stop. 3 different continents in 6 weeks only. So the divers have been traveling quite a lot, big time differences from one place to the other. The difference in food as well. So, you know, you can see that maybe some of them are starting to feel it. Let's see who's gonna be able to push through the 3rd stop here in Denmark.
After 2 events, Rhiannan Iffland leads the Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series. 12 points ahead of Molly Carlson, St. Petersburg, Florida winner Kaylee Arnett sits in 3rd. After her 3rd place in St. Petersburg, the 38-year-old Lisa Faulkner tries to keep that momentum.
I have my mom here and my aunt, and it's incredible. It's a huge booster, and it just kind of reminds me that, like, yeah, come dive well, but the most important thing is that they're here. I get to spend time with them, and they really don't care if I do well or if I don't do well. As long as I'm having fun and I'm safe, they're happy.
For Stella Forsyth, this is her 3rd Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series event.
I did a lot of ship diving, so there was a lot of ladders and sketchy climbs, but that was scary. Climbing down with the shoes in my mouth, it was scary. Please open your mind.
A Danish wildcard enters the big stage in Copenhagen. Annika Bornebusch is the local hero.
A lot of nerves, a lot of pressure, but you try to also just take it in and enjoy, because this is like, yeah, it's really a peak of my high diving career, so try to enjoy as well.
No nerves and no pressure for Rhiannan Iffland. For the queen of cliff diving, it's business as usual across the opening round.
Yeah, you know, I was just thinking when I was standing up there before the dive, like looking out, it's just absolutely stunning. Yeah, we've had a 4-year break from coming back here, but yeah, I think on the final day we're gonna see a huge crowd and the energy is gonna be so good.
Kaylee Arnett, the winner of the last stop in St. Petersburg, USA.
St. Petersburg was incredible. I still have no words for it. It almost went by like a flash, like right before my eyes, and boom, the competition was over. I could feel the crowd each time while I was up there. It was a really great energy, and I had some friends and some family there, so they definitely made it extra special. The magical moment for me in St. Pete was definitely my last dive. I needed a personal best to pull off the win. And when I went in the water, I really had no idea what the score was going to be, what place I was going to end up. So I really didn't know what place I had gotten until I heard the crowd kind of roaring. And then I was like, maybe I did it. And I heard somebody say, yeah, you won. I was like, what? So this was the magic moment for me. For a while, I didn't even know. I had no idea.
6 podiums in 11 events for the 33-year-old. And it is a good start here in Denmark.
Woo! Feels good to be in Copenhagen. I know that I'm capable now to do it, but I also don't want to put that pressure on myself because I think that's when I get a little faulty. If I put too much pressure on myself, and I just want to come here and enjoy, and that's usually when I do my best anyways.
The required dives are done, and all the divers in contention for the overall podium sit inside the top 6 for now. We're in for an exciting battle. 2 events down, and the men's leaderboard is beginning to take shape. A fascinating duel is developing at the top in the battle for the King Kahikili Trophy, with Heslop and Liechtenstein sharing the spoils with 1 win apiece.
Florida was an amazing competition for me. Obviously came out with the win, but the crowd was just amazing. Like, felt so good having the crowd on my side, and obviously my family and my girlfriend Christina's family cheering as well. The moment I knew that I won in Florida was when I hit the water. I felt like it was a pretty good dive. When I came out, everyone was cheering, and that's when I kind of knew that the dive was good. It didn't have to be amazing, but it was good enough to win. And then I saw the scores, and I knew I came out on top. So that's a huge confidence booster, and I'm coming to this one pretty confident. It's a crazy sport; anything can happen, but I'm coming in confident. I've been training well, and I'm excited.
Another win in Copenhagen, and the American can put even more pressure on Aiden Heslop.
The goal is have done enough training to where I don't have to think too much in the air. Like, I have one thing to do on takeoff, and then my body does the rest of the dive. I mean, I got 8s on that last one, so it wasn't quite what I wanted, but I'll take 8s all day. So,
happy birthday!
Thank you very much.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Alexei Prigorov, now 39 years old.
I enjoy it.
I dance every time because I'm happy all the time. Right now I feel more confident with more experience, so I was talking with my psychologist and they give me a little tips to control myself. So I think right now I feel more relaxed, more enjoy it every time.
Jonathan Paredes, the 2017 Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series champion. The dive looked good, but the entry seemed painful. The rescue team and the medics are right there to help. It's the third stop in Aiden Heslop's comeback season. A win in Indonesia and a second-place finish in the USA show that he's on great form.
felt really, really good. And then I came out and nobody was really cheering. So not super happy, like 7.5. Again, it's only the required round, so I can't be that far behind, but I just don't like that I have to keep climbing back, you know? I love this dive, but it might be time for a change at this point because I keep messing it up.
Graceful and elegant, Catalin Preda, the Romanian with the best dive of round one.
Most of the beauty lies in the little thing and doing it here at the big stage. And plus, you know, I warmed my voice up, so I was doing some voice vocal cord warm-ups before the dive. But yeah, no, everything good. I'm ready for karaoke now, so I will sing in the sauna later because we have a recovery trip planned. So yeah, a bit of a sauna and cold plunge. Oh, can't wait.
The men's category remains wide open, with the field still tightly packed together. Preda, Popovici and reigning Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series champion Gary Hunt all need a strong result here to stay within touching distance in the fight for the title.
It just so happens to be that we find ourselves at Plug-in Heat Club in Copenhagen after a very good first day of competition here. And I don't know if there was any other better, more special place to come to for a proper chill recovery session. It was also pretty cool sharing this session, this moment with my brother, who's here with me in Copenhagen for this event. We managed to be together for some of my best competitions. He was there in Paris at that record-breaking win that I had back in 2022. He was also in Mostar at my very first wildcard 2018. He's my closest of close people. I had this realization recently that having started in 2018 in Mostar and now in 2026, it's pretty crazy that this is my 8th year. Such a rich journey. It's been ever stimulating, ever challenging. At the same time, I know, you know, this won't be a road that I'll be on forever. So for the time being, I can be happier to be able to walk this path and enjoy this journey. Yeah, I'm really, really happy.
All right, we are leaving the hotel right now and we are gonna find our bikes. So today we have bike number 6. We get a different one every day. This is where the bikes are. Sometimes it takes a while to find your number because they're not just right here. They are also over here in the back. Oh, but we got lucky today. Number 6 is right here.
I'm traveling as a local. The bike, waiting on the traffic light and enjoying the beautiful Copenhagen. And we have to be careful because there's a lot of traffic. Beautiful. Hello. And this is our platforms. What a beautiful view.
The weather could not be better right now. I'm pretty lucky. Just crossing the bridge and we'll be at the Opera House soon. All right, we made it to the Opera House and we parked our bike.
Entering the back door. I have my access card. It's a beautiful, huge base camp. Beautiful terrace. So, hello people. And this is my spot.
Jonathan Paredes is back from hospital, but after his hard landing yesterday, he's unable to continue.
Fortunately, there is only a strained ankle. Hopefully I'm going to be recovered like from 4 to 6 weeks. I'm gonna do my best to be back, and today just cheering for my friends.
We kick off day 2 with Paula Gilibert. The young Spaniard took a rather unusual approach to preparing for this competition, teaming up with 6-time stand-up paddle world champion Casper Steinfach.
Just get a feeling for the board. Now you can stand up. The paddle is your friend. Keep the paddle going. The more you stand still, the more it's difficult to stand.
Like this?
How does it feel?
Hi. Good. But I don't want to get wet. So if I'm doing good, I'm not going to fall.
Okay.
I just want to turn.
So now you've fallen in the water. Now you can go radical. Watch out. There's a lot of waves from the ferry. I figured you're a jumper. You might as well try jumping onto a board. 2, 3, go. There you go.
Wow! I made it! Oh my God! Are you ready to jump in the water?
I'm ready.
Yeah?
Take my cap off.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, first thing, arms, tack, and then straight.
Straight at the end.
Yeah. Hey! That was so good!
Yeah.
Yay!
Thank you so much. That was fun.
Honestly, the paddle was fun, but I'm gonna stay with the diving. Yeah, 100%.
You can see it on Stella Forsyth's face today. Cliff diving is just as much a mental challenge as it is a physical one.
Usually I'm such a chill comper, like super chill, but today, I don't know, it was very go, 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 not a lot of time in between, and so I think just to do it, I just had to let everything out after, like I didn't have time, but yeah, it's all good now.
It's been a frustrating start to the season for Ginny van Katwijk. So far, nothing has clicked.
They're just emotions. Yeah, I've been just really working hard on my brain, so to say. And I figured out this really good routine, and it's been working really well in practice. And then I got here, and it's really hard to stick to it. Like, the brain is tough. I mean, step by step, I'm just really thinking of my cues, just really sticking to my breathing, sticking to my routine. It's working, but it's not easy.
Simone Leathead delivers the best dive of the round. The Canadian in second place after 2 rounds. But could this be the turning point for Ginny van Katwijk? A solid 5th place after round 2 keeps her well in contention. At the top of the leaderboard, Rhiannan Iffland continues to set the pace. A brand new face on the World Series, making his debut in Copenhagen, Canada's Michael Foisy. But cliff diving isn't where his sporting journey began.
If I had to describe myself, I would say I'm a adrenaline junkie. I just love to jump. I just love to put myself in danger because I come from a skateboarding background. I did used to do a little bit of traditional diving when I was a little, but I took a 10-year break. My way to cliff diving was meeting my first coach, my friend. I just started diving for fun in the Olympic pool. I was just doing 10 meters, 5 meters just for pleasure, and then my friend just said, "Hey, I'm a diving coach. Why don't you come dive for me?" So I decided to give it a shot. I went to diving, and then I decided to go off a cliff at one point, just with a lot of friends, go jump off rocks, jump off stuff. And that's how I fell in love with it, because I was going higher and higher. And that's how I realized, like, maybe I could go in that field even more than just for fun. I never thought I could be here when I was skateboarding. I never thought I would come back to diving. So to be here, to be jumping from the Opera House, it's just incredible. I'm starting to feel it. I'm starting to like it.
Yolotl Martinez bringing his energy to the platform. But cliff diving wasn't his only challenge in Copenhagen.
I'm ready.
Let's see who can make the best hot dog. 2, 3.
Okay,
Right,
I'm first, so
go first.
let's go, man. So, freeze, hot.
As you wish.
I have experience in this, okay? Little pickles and I think it'll be onion. I'm done.
Amazing. Thank you very much. It looks delicious. Good job. All right, my turn.
Yes.
Where are the buns? Spicy sausage.
Are really, really nice. You done?
Senor.
Good. So really nice.
Picante.
So it's time. Let's approve.
Yeah, let's see. Bon appetit.
Bon appetit. For me, it's 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Not a perfect 10 like the hot dog, but solid scores nonetheless for the Mexican.
Whatever it's in the past, it's in the past. Now we have to go for the next round. So my brain is now focused on what's next.
From here, the degree of difficulty steps up. So far, the Romanians Popovici and Pleda have been the ones to beat in Copenhagen. Wildcard, Sergio Guzman, has also delivered an impressive performance, while James Lichtenstein sits in 4th place, with his most difficult dive still to come in round 3.
So a dive happens in mere seconds. It's all just a flash. So let's break it down and see what thoughts we can actually have during such a quick dive. That takeoff was quite a bit down for me, but not something I'm not used to. But as soon as I get into my pike, I can feel the rotation through the tips of my ponytail. I know exactly where I am.
Constantin Popovici, back twist. Maybe I should have leaned back just a bit more. That usually helps me get the spin that I need. Otherwise I get stuck in after twisting in a pike position, and then not so good.
Everything obviously happens so fast when you're in the dive, and then when I look at it in slow motion, it looks like I'm staring at the water for days, and I only see it for 2 seconds.
Here we go, my handstand from Florida looks like. This one was a good takeoff. It's hard to see it in the video, but I know a good takeoff when I feel it. Now just squeezing tight into a small tuck, and each rotation, my head will actually move back a little bit so I can spot the water. I'm spotting the water between each flip.
Sometimes you miss details, you know? And this is a good practice to see exactly where you can improve.
Each dive is just a different stroke of your life, and it's poetry.
Now it's time to write the next chapter of the Copenhagen story.
She's crying! As she should. She's working so hard.
Molly Carlson with her hardest dive. Degree of difficulty, 3.9.
This is my first competition without my coach, Stéphane Lapointe, since I started cliff diving. Like, I've always had someone watching me when I'm competing, and to be here without him, I'm like, I feel definitely like I'm missing a certain level of confidence, and trying to be there for Simone like Steph is for me, I'm gonna do that now. So I gotta go cheer on my girl and give her the best thumbs up of my life.
Every dive, she's been giving me the best thumbs up ever, so it's been working.
Finishing fourth twice this season, the Canadian is now aiming for the podium. But aiming for the win, Rhiannan Iffland. The Australian on her way to her 47th victory in only 58 Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series events. History is in the making here in the beautiful city of Copenhagen.
Here at Red Bull Cliff Diving, we have two types of competitions, one in cities and one in remote locations.
Quite a big difference between urban setups and natural setups. Obviously, in the urban environment, in a city, much more accessible for everyone to attend, to join. So many more spectators coming and enjoying and supporting.
Yeah, well, you either have the energy from the people or the energy from nature.
We have had some very great occasions to go out into the wilderness. Japan is one that's fresh in my mind, just recently going into a very sacred place. Also Thailand, we were really in the jungle. In Mexico, we were right in amongst the Mayan pyramids.
I really loved Sydney. Just the crowd there with Rhiannan being like a hometown hero, it was just crazy.
For me, Bali was top-notch. I would say it was one of my favorite. I really love to be out in the raw, natural locations, and then, you know, you're in the city in front of people, you're putting on a show, and that also feels incredible.
I love the city because it's just crazy to have big buildings next to you or jumping from the Opera House.
And now the required dives with the highest degree of difficulty for the men.
That's the kind of diving we need.
The fight for the win is on.
That was fun. My highest DD of the competition, you know, potential for my biggest score, and I mean, all 4 dives count, but this one is weighted a little higher, so yeah, super important dive, and yeah, felt good in the air, went on autopilot, got tight on the bottom, and judges liked it.
Lower difficulty for Guzman, but perfect execution can bring higher points as well.
Man, it's a lot of emotion because I really feel it during the air, during the takeoff, everything, so I feel super happy. Every time I need to feel the pressure and to give my best, so that's the reason we are one of the best in the world.
Copenhagen's been good to me so far. Looking forward to it. You know, there's one more round to go, quite an important one and a big dive for me. So there's a lot of resource going in there, and I'm gonna channel it as best I can in that direction.
The top 4 are separated by just a few points. Everyone still has the degree of difficulty to challenge for the lead, with the dive still to come. At this stage, Guzman and Hunt have a particularly slim chance of making the podium, but in this sport, you never know. Late into the evening, it's still light in the sky during the Scandinavian midsummer. While Copenhagen enjoys the long summer night, Team Canada settles into life at the Athletes Hotel, alongside current second-place diver Simone Leathead.
So Simone is popping off in the competition because she comes to our room every single day to chill out. Is this your nightly routine?
This is my nightly routine.
Simone puts her feet up.
Putting my feet up. Sitting on a chair in this tiny room.
Simone is the third wheel that we never asked for.
But we're so proud of her.
But they love me. And
how do you feel for tomorrow?
I feel great.
Big final.
Big final, but I mean, I'm just gonna do me and have some fun.
Are you gonna raw dog it? No training?
Yes.
Period.
Raw dogging is my middle name.
That's your technique.
Yeah.
Tell us about your technique.
So me and Steph came up with this on in Tampa Bay, because I usually do better without a practice.
She's gonna do one dive tomorrow when most of us are gonna do 2, and she's gonna slay it. Anyways, good night. Good morning, Simone.
Good morning.
Whose room are you in?
Again?
Again. I actually slept here in the corner. They didn't realize, so that's great. Morning routine. We are watching Love Island.
Very important morning routine, so Simone performs to her best ability.
Exactly. Period. Thank
Just
you.
Simone.
Just me. All right, peace out.
And now, it's time for the grand finale in Copenhagen. 62,000 people want to be a part of it. Fighting for a podium, Kaylee Arnett.
It's difficult to come down from such a high in St. Pete, but we didn't have a lot of time to recover afterwards, and I came into this competition feeling a little bit tired and a little bit sluggish, and I wasn't feeling as hyped as I usually was, but I guess it's kind of the mid-season, we're kind of hitting that little bit of drop in energy, but we still have plenty to go, and yeah, I'm super proud of myself. These are hard dives.
Molly Carlson has chosen not to include her most difficult dives in this round. And just look at that heart rate. She couldn't be more relaxed.
I am just a consistent girl. I've never been able to say that before. Part of me is already like, oh, I do miss nailing bigger dives. So I think this season has helped me just build that confidence. And then maybe next season I'll be like, okay, I'm ready to reinvite some bigger degree of difficulty, but I just needed this season to enjoy, find the love for competing again, and I've absolutely found it, and I've already found myself like, what dives could I do next?
Now, the battle for the podium begins. Lisa Faulkner with the hardest dive of the competition. Can Simone Leathead finally step onto the podium this season?
Focusing on my keywords. Me and Steph worked on them before leaving, so I knew exactly what to do, and that's what I did.
Last to dive, Rhiannan Iffland. A win today would be her 47th World Series victory, drawing level with Gary Hunt for the all-time record.
one was hard. I don't know why this event, like I've been a little shaky, and maybe I really wanted it even more after Tampa, where it was that really, really close finish, but you know, that was driving me as well. So there isn't a secret recipe, it's just showing up and putting in the consistency over the years. Like since I was 9 years old, I don't think there's been a day in my life where I haven't thought about what I do.
Rhiannan Iffland comes out on top in Copenhagen, with Simone Leathead finishing second. Lisa Faulkner secures back-to-back podium finishes. And the extra point for the best dive of the competition goes to Simone Leathead. Rhiannan Iffland continues to pull away at the top of the Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series standings. The Australian leads Simone Leathead by 20 points, while Molly Carlson and Lisa Faulkner are tied behind her. Now it's the men's turn, diving from the 28-metre platform. And Aidan Heslop starts with his hardest dive.
Before the dive, I was pretty nervous. I mean, I knew there was 4 of the heavy hitters of the competition there and 3 of them after me, so it's a nervous feeling, but I did my dive as good as I could today. Not perfect, but yeah, enough to add some pressure on the other guys.
I guess I put some pressure on them. You know, they put pressure on me before. Now it's my turn to put pressure on them. There are 2 more divers, and you never know what's gonna happen. I know the guys can do really good dives, but I hope I'm the surprise for them this weekend.
Now it's James Lichtenstein's turn. Degree of difficulty, 5.2. He needs a near-perfect execution.
It feels like I had a chance to, you know, pull ahead a little bit in the World Series, and I wasted an opportunity, and I'm really frustrated because I feel like I need to be perfect. My list is solid. It's you know, but like Aiden Costa Cat, like their DD is pretty crazy.
There are some crazy degrees of difficulty in the final. 6.0 is the highest in the competition for Catalin Preda. If he lands it, he wins. The showdown is on. Popovici or Preda?
done. Well done. Yeah. Wow. That was a tough last round for everybody.
I was there to go for it, and I did go for it. Just the tiniest unnecessary adjustment on the bottom that costed me a difference in the placing on the podium, but honestly, still surprised that I stepped up on the podium, and I'm happy. First podium of the season, and it's good. Feels good. You know, it was a really good comp that I had here.
Preda comes up short, and so Constantin Popovici is back on top with his first victory of the season. Aidan Heslop finishes second, while James Lichtenstein, winner at the previous stop, falls just short of another podium.
We're halfway through the season. I want to continue this, you know, through the season. So I feel good. I feel healthy, and I feel like now I'm starting to climb up.
The extra point for the best dive of the competition goes to Kathleen Preda for his round 2 performance. In the overall World Series standings, Aidan Heslop strengthens his position. His second-place finish extends the gap to James Lichtenstein, while Constantin Popovici climbs into third. Next up, Mostar in Bosnia and Herzegovina. As the midsummer sun sets on Copenhagen, another unforgettable chapter is written.